Hi, welcome. Today we're going to do Ding and Dang Slot Canyon. It's just past Little Wild Horse Slot Canyon, near Goblin Valley and San Rafael Swell. But this one's considered, All Trails considers it a hard hike. It's definitely more advanced than Little Wild Horse. It is not recommended for dogs and probably not for young kids. So there's going to be some dropping and climbing and scrambling and stimming. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, it's just past Little Wild Horse. There's a sign across the road that says Ding and Dang Canyons. And then behind me next to that tree, looks like that's the trailhead. So we'll give it a try.
So we followed the riverbed for about a mile until we got to a fork in the trail. Then we went right towards Ding Canyon. It's suggested to go up Ding Canyon and go down Dang Canyon.
Okay, now we're gonna climb up this little area.
In the beginning, it kind of gives you a taste for some of the boulders and how you can go up and around them. Just a disclaimer, we are not experts by any means, and this is the first time we have experienced canyoneering in a slot canyon. We just wanted to share our experience with you. The real fun started as we entered the slot canyon. There were a few boulders, small ones, easy ones to climb over. They weren't too bad, but they just continued to get bigger and bigger, where we kind of needed each other to figure out how to get over them. I love slot canyons. They're so beautiful. I love the different formations, the curviness to them, the different colors, the rocks, everything. They're just so beautiful and so fun to go through. Then we came to the water section. It was the middle of January, so there was ice in there and it was freezing cold, but it was so worth going through the water rather than scaling the walls like the boys did. And of course, we always skip around on our hikes. It's so fun to kind of play around with the different formations and have fun with them. So the last part of Ding is an elevated hike to the top of the canyon. Once you get to the top of the canyon, you turn left and follow the trail past Crumpet Mountain, which reminds us of in the Grinch, and then into the Dang Canyon. Dang was similar to Ding in the sense where it kind of gave you a taste of what you would experience at the beginning of the canyon, and then it led to declines where you definitely would need a rope. We had areas where there were about 5 times we used a rope. This is the first one. Again, cool areas, cool formations, and fantastic views. So the second rope area it's like a 50-foot drop, and you're looking at it going, dang, hence the name, I imagine, but it's pretty crazy. However, as you get going, it's kind of stepping stones to get you down there, and so it's not quite as bad as it looks. You just have to keep going, but for sure use the rope. It helps you. And this isn't the worst one. It's the highest one, but not the hardest one. But it was pretty fun. We liked it.
Yeah, I don't know how you would have got up that way. By yourself. Not so much.
Rope 3 and 4 areas weren't too bad. It was just, a 10 and 15 foot descent. So the ropes were there to help you kind of reach down to get the rock to finish getting down to the bottom. So they weren't too bad, but it was grateful. We were grateful to have the rope there to be able to use.
My foot's stuck. Oh, they still dropped.
So the 5th rope, the last one, I felt was the most challenging, but also the most fun. It was more repelling. So you kind of repelled down using the rope, but there was such a small area below before you hit the water that you had to kind of prepare ahead of time. So I put on my water shoes up above and then slipped them into my hiking shoes so that I could get down, take my hiking shoes off and then cross, where the boys had to kind of shimmy across, and I think it's called stemming, but kind of stem across and use their muscles to help them get across. So for them, this was definitely more of challenging, more of something that they had never experienced before, but both of them loved it.
Oh boy, how did you get past this point? I feel the most secure this way.
I was proud of my boys for having never climbed or done things like this before, or canyoneering before. This was challenging for them, but they did awesome.
And as long as I keep moving, claustrophobia is not going to set in.
How did you?
Push up again. You lean against both walls.
There were 3 areas that had water at this point in the Dang Canyon that it was just easier to leave your water shoes on. So just keep your water shoes on for all 3 areas. They're pretty close together. And that was it. We did it. It was exhausting and challenging, but so fun. Give it a try.